Ah, ah, beautiful. Just the afternoon. Bueno tarde. Um, just wanted to say that, the dark force, you can use it and you can use the light side. And I know of both as a Jedi, yeah, and, as a guru as well. Instilled by Earth, trained by Earth. Guru means master of light and master of dark. Gu and Ru. So I know all about the dark side as well. For me, some things aren't worth doing. For instance, you could dedicate your whole life to bringing back the dead, like the Sith Lords of what's it called, Star Wars with the Jedi. But the Sith Lords, they can bring back people from the dead. Remember, I don't know what episode it was, with the High Chancellor one, when the High Chancellor gets killed and trains Anakin to become Darth Vader. Number 2 episode, Clone Wars maybe? I can't remember. Anyway, the Sith have been said to be able to bring people back from the dead. And you could technically, with someone of my intelligence and what I've studied, which is IT, information technology, I could branch off into that area. I could also go study robots and make killer robots, yeah? But what I'm saying is, you could use the Dark Force and you could create people back from the dead, bring back the dead, make them, alive, so to speak, again. They're going to do that, right? That was the point of this video anyway, to emphasize these sentences now. They're going to do that, right? Come on. That's where it's all headed to. They want deterministic immortality and deterministic duality is, the dark side, and then there's the free will or the Christ energy of the light side. So what's interesting is that, they'll for sure do that. They'll for sure find a way with some technology or some methodology. They'll bring people back from the dead. You wait. And what do we call them? What are they called again? Huh? Starts with a Z. They're called zombies, remember? Yeah. All the puzzle pieces just come falling and collapsing into place. And you can just see, the universe, this duality universe here, this dense duality swinging from the spectrum. What's interesting is that they'll do that for sure, and that's a dark force technique. Now, will the person come back and be what you might call fully animated, spirited? Or do we, maybe then we find out, do we lose our spirits and then you can bring the body back and have an actual zombie person? It's going to at least probably start like that. If that's not the limit case, maybe we can bring them back with full spirit one day or something, but it's got to start the other way, because we're pulled from the perfect state ideal to want to bring a person back with full spirits. And I always say we're pulled from the future via future state ideals, like the ideal to be a perfect man, has brought the monkey about to wear a nicer and nicer suit and so on. So my point is, it's just like the robots, where you can see the clunky, loud, discompartmentalized Superbot now in its parts. One Emoto bot, one bot learning how to jump, one learning how to run, I don't know, one learning how to fly. They're all going to come together into one superbot. You know what I mean? It's like the parts of the AI's body are forming. And that's how we're always sucked from the future too. It's very weird. Is the higher dimension, the 13th or whatever, is that infinite timeless domain, is that the future? Just like a type of boundary dissolved occurrence occurs? I don't know if it's like that or if it's just, I think, more of an infinite timeless domain. I don't want to talk about all the other realms, but this is just, I'm talking about organic portal realm here. I think, in this very dense electrical physicality realm here, we're going to figure out a way to animate the bodies, but I don't know if they're going to be spirited, because this is going to be from, guess who? Organic Portal Society, of course. Well, it won't be me and you, will it? It's going to be them. And it's just another way that them, the trivial humans establishing mayhem, versus us, the United Souls. It's just a way that they, the Black Alliance, the Family of Dark, how they play. And that type of play would be, again, it always has undertones of distraction, confusion, and so on. So then, well, how is that confusion? Bringing back someone from the dead, for instance. That's confusion because it's like, I don't want to, this is going to sound so callous, but it's like when you have how we take care of our ill and our, retarded and really sick, and people who basically can't contribute energy back to us as a one humanity. It's going to become, it's like another layer of that. And it's like, well, okay, they've brought Fred back from the dead, and so now Fred's alive, and it changes the definition of alive itself in the wrong way towards death, and this is how they play. See how that's a confusion? Then it's like, well, you forget what the word life is, and you get like newspeak, and it creates bad etymology in a way. Not etymology, but it ruins the gnosis and meaning in language. And that's how organic portals always work. So that's just one way that will serve to distract and confuse, which is, Black Alliance tactic. I don't want to say numero uno, because that's probably fear, but, it's in the top 10. So, yeah, I know, I was just thinking about that, and it's a beautiful sunset. Just chilling. So, the organic portal dead bodies are going to make more dead bodies. Who could have guessed? No, that was sort of guessable for a while. I guess that type of, lineage of gameplay that they'll create, dead people eventually. Because they're dead themselves. It's like they're going to create a reverbifractal mirror of themselves, And the Archons, I've talked about how they like to create virtual mind realities, so I know this all fits together. Take a look at my other videos too. Like and subscribe if you like to. I wish you to like the video, you don't have to subscribe, but anyway, I'll catch you guys later.